Shout out to the YouTube, man. Shout out to the YouTube. Shout out to the Discord. Shout out to the YouTube. Shout out to the Discord, man. We had a few days off, but we are back. Huh? You said what? No, ain't nobody been slacking. I'm the most consistent goddamn basketball creator you know. You said what? I know. I know. Bro, the Lakers stink, bro. Hey, man, this is something that I am so. I won the award. It's still doing this, bro. He called me everything but a child of God, bro. That shit's still not fucking working, bro. That shit is annoying, bro. Jalen Brown, I'm look in my YouTube chat. I'm getting Jalen Brown better than LUKA. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're here. We're here, man. We're lucky the Kings can't play defense. Otherwise, we'd be. Bro, the Lakers aren't good. And we'll have the panel tomorrow. I'll give my complete takes now, but like Nick Smith going crazy. If you think that LUKA is still better than Ant in Big 2026, God bless you. Monk is going crazy. Okay, brother. He's better than Simons, but I do remember those. Is Malik Monk better than De'Aaron Fox? Randall hit threes. Oh, the variance, the variance, the variance. Huh? And then it's with the LUKA file. Hey, Jalen, shout out to Jalen Brown though, for real. Jalen Brown been. This is something that I don't think, but like, oh man, I don't like to bring out the Hooper card often. I really don't. Right? I really don't like to bring out the Hooper card often. But I will. Let me say this: there are a few things that are being, let's say, either undervalued or not taken into account when we are talking about elite players in the league, man. I was watching Hoop Talks podcast. Shout out to Hoop Talks. Although Ball Online has been postponed due to Mars and Mars singularly. I just want y'all to know that. The reason why we haven't had um, a new Ball Online episode is strictly and all because of Mars. Right? I want y'all to know that. It has nothing to do with me. My hands, you know what I'm saying? Strictly Mars. But I will say this. This off-ball defense gimmick that people have been going with, that bro, if your off-ball defense isn't like a detriment to my defense in totality, bro, we got to stop acting like that is a determining factor to if somebody's a good defender or not, bro. And we were talking about Ant, right? First off, this is just an old narrative that people have that it's stuck, right? It's just thoughts on that Christmas belt. You know I'm a Rocket fan. You see the Rockets in the back. Come on now. You see her king. You see her king. But it was predictable. It was predictable. And I tweeted after we lost. Who was it that we lost to the Lakers? Was it the Suns again? Who was it? I forget. But the game right before the Rocket game, I said, I just hope they can rebound on the 25th. And some people thought I was saying like rebound, like get a win. I was saying literally rebound the basketball, right? Rebound the basketball, but I knew we couldn't do it against them. I knew we weren't going to do it against the Rockets. Like I literally knew it, right? And for any Laker fan that thinks that the Lakers are on par with the upper echelon of the Western Conference, I told y'all already, bro. I told y'all. And again, this isn't something that like I'm happy to be right about because the Lakers are my favorite. I want the Lakers to be good, but they're not good right now. They're not. We can't defend. We can't rebound. Our offense, even with all three of our star players on the court, isn't good. LUKA with a three, good. Okay. LUKA hit threes today. LUKA is not the best scorer in the NBA. Shout out to the LA Lakers commentators, but he is not the best scorer in the NBA. I don't think LUKA's scoring better than SGA. He's not scoring better than Jokic. He's not scoring better than Ant. He's not scoring better than Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brown has better. No. Y'all aren't that efficient, man. Oh my goodness, Braun, what the tomahawk double pump. LeBron just had a reverse dunk. Okay. LUKA with the defense. LUKA with the defense. Bron still got the rock the cradle reverse and he's 41. Huh? He can still rock the cradle reverse and he's 41. Why is he still on the ground? Yeah, man. Shout out to the Lake Show, man. We're up 9 on the Sacramento Kings. Do you have any more names to add to that? K 0 points at the half. That's the other thing about so when we're talking about like passing players like Luka, right? I'm a fan of Cade. I'm bought in on Cade. But these kind of nights often get overlooked with Cade. Cade doesn't score the ball at the clip that Luka does. He just does. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, people love Cade, and so they overlook nights like these. Whereas Luka now on the Lakers, his nights like this don't get overlooked anymore. You feel me? His nights like this don't get overlooked anymore. But Luka, if Luka had 0 points in a whole half, come on, bro. We know the discussions about that. You see what I'm saying? Also, Curry. Curry is another one. Curry's another one. When he has 15 points, nobody says anything, but we all just glaze the 30 point performances or the 40 point. I think he just had another like 38, 40 tonight against the Raptors, if I'm not mistaken. You be leading that discussion? No, I don't. No, I do not. Only players that I have potentially over Luka are players that I genuinely believe. Because and you know what's funny is that me saying that Ant is better than Luka is going to be looked at as flip flopping, right? It's flip flopping, right? But some of y'all, there had to be at least a handful of y'all that was on when we were ranking the players from the past season on PC. I went out of my way to say, nah, Ant was better than Luka last year. LeBron is dead as our best athlete, and he's 41. This is crazy, right? So I thought Ant was better than Luka last season, as far as the last season individually, right? So if Ant to me is still outplaying Luka, and we're in a whole nother calendar year, at what point is Ant for me at least? I don't know if y'all agree with that, but okay, let me see in the YouTube chat. Anybody was Ant better than Luka last season? Yes or no? Great pass, Luka. It was close, but no. Yeah, I do disagree, Chitty. 2K said yes, but even you saying it's close. Ant had a better year last year. I agree. I do agree that Ant had a better year last year. And then they even matched up in the playoffs. And I'm sorry, even with Luka being like a more efficient scorer, I still think Ant was a better player in that series. Player, totality, player. Right? Because yes, Luka was scoring more efficient, but he was also the one on Jaden McDaniels' duty, and Jaden McDaniels was going crazy. And one from Luka. As I'm talking shit about Luka, he's going crazy, and I like it, right? But if I think Ant was better last year, and I also think Ant has been better this year, at what point for me should I be saying that Ant's just better than Luka? And for you as well, anybody that holds my same sentiment, right? If if you thought Ant had a better year last year, and you also think Ant is having a better year this year, what is stopping you from saying Ant's just better than him at this point? That's all I'm saying. So I don't see me as flip flopping. I know people will say Luka was hurt last year, and that's why I gave him the brace. And even in my preseason rankings, I had Luka ranked ahead of Ant in my preseason rankings. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, right? But it gets to a point where we can't just ignore what we're seeing, bro. Even if it's somebody that you like. I fuck with Luka. Luka is tough. Russ with a fading. I'm so sure. I'm so sure. Luka got all the way to the cup and he didn't pump fake or anything. He just went up with a shot and made it. Love it. Have I ever thought Tatum was better than Luka? No. Well, actually, no. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I used to think this was some years ago. I used to think that Tatum was better than Luka. Luka setback three, no good. Taking a shot every Luka missed step back. Hey, man. And one. Real talk, I don't think Greek ever leaving Bucks because why bro came back last night. Um, Even for his trade value right now, it's better for him to be playing than not playing. So Nick Smith with the bucket because he can get into the paint. You know, what I am what I am now ready to realize and admit is the fact that a player like a Luca, right? Player like a Luca, his accuracy, the pass, his accuracy and efficiency is more important for him as an overall player than damn near anybody else in the league, right? So going back to a player like Ant is somebody that even if he's not accurate from the field, okay, I can participate defensively. You see what I'm saying? I'm still drawing the defense, yada yada yada. I'm doing other things in the court. What else is Luca doing on the court outside of offense for you? Outside of shooting and passing the ball, rebounding, I'll give you he can rebound. He gets rebounds. And one for Luca. Y'all still doing bottom line? Bro, I don't even know. You feel me? It's out of my hands. You know what I'm saying? It's on Mars. Um, it's on Mars. I don't know. I don't know. I hope so. You know. No, I love that show. That's super great. I'm saying it's a Morris facetious. Damn, I can't talk right now. Sarcastically, by the way, it's not. It's not a Morris. Well, it's a Morris issue, but it's not a Morris issue. Um, there are some bigger forces at hand. Vando just shot a corner three and air ball. Luka with the steal though and the dive. Okay, Vando stinks, brother. Vanderbilt, we just lucky the Kings suck, man. Shout out to the YouTube chat, man. Make sure y'all like the stream. 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 And sub to the channel. If you're not sub to the channel. But make sure that you like the stream. And again, how does Vando get paid? He's 6'9" and like can move well. So, bro, when Luka plays a bit of defense, he was like gonna pass out, bro. It's such a shame that Luka Doncic has come to my team, and I honestly think we're in like the worst years of Luka. Honestly, as a Luka fan, I truly feel like that. Outside of like his rookie year, obviously. As long as we still gonna see y'all collabing and bringing that over to June. Yeah. I think if we're gonna continue, right, it'll be in 2026. We don't have any 2025 episodes left. But hopefully in 2026, um, we can keep that going. But I don't know. I feel like Luka Doncic is a worse player than he was in like forget forget the 2024 season. Right. 2020, I feel like he was better than what he is right now. 2021, 2022, 2023. When Luka could really beat people off the dribble and not because of foul bait, but just legit beat people off the dribble, he's a better player. He's a better player. He just is, bro. Luca does have 20 points though, right? So look at the stat line right now. Luca has 20 points. He's 6 of 12 from the field, right? So he's missed 6 shots. He's 2 of 7 from three, meaning 5 of the 6 missed shots are the threes. Luca only passes and shoots. You're right. So what I'm saying is when you're a player of that makeup, right, to not get passed by other players that do more things, you have to be tier one, S tier elite at the passing and shooting. Jokic is. So his rank in the league doesn't really like dip. You see what I'm saying? Whereas Luka, he's not Jokic offensively this year. He's not. Damn, used to think he was. Now in 24 he was. In 24, Luka was just as good on offense as anybody in the league. Yeah, 24 Luka was. Luka hit a three. I think he's now what 3 for 8. 24 Luka top what offensive season ever for me? Top 10. Yeah, bro. I haven't seen 10 better offensive seasons than 24 Luka. Yeah, I think 24 Luka. This is how y'all can gauge like how high I am on 24 Luka. 24 Luka, in my opinion, is better than any Harden season, including 19 when he was scoring 30 and a 40 and a 50. I'm taking 24 Luka over all of that. And the reason being, I just like 24 Luka's shot profile a little bit more than Harden. Like, although, yes, he was taking a lot of step backs. And this is also why I've been high on Luka, is because I know, yes, that prototype of player, when you think he's just like a step back heavy player, he was hitting that shot though at a 38% clip, by the way. But number two, I just like the intermediate scoring that he had to his game. Harden didn't. You know what I'm saying? Luca had a mid range game. Luca had a paint, but not at the not restricted area game. So let's see you fact finder. Shout out to fact finder. Should be I have Luka in 24 just as good as in offensive half court player as 18 Braun. Now, Braun is still a better transition player in offense. So that may be a separator. But 24 Luka is one of the best half court offensive players I've ever seen in my life. And well, not just me, y'all as well, whether y'all want to admit it or not, but 24 Luka Doncic was there were no answers. You switch the pick and roll, he was killing your big and pick in on the switch. And pick and roll, if you was in drop, he could put the defender in jail, get to the short mid, hit those at a 50+% clip. He was getting to the rim as far as the restricted area a lot more than what he is now. 5 percentage points better. He was shooting a three, obviously, in isolation. That step back three that he loves to go to. He was hitting that in 24 at a great clip, 30%. There were no answers for a healthy 24 Luka Doncic. It just weren't. Gravity down, we'll show you what target levels. Yo, where the game, man? Yo, been 11. Frank, nobody cares about that 50% from three from Vando. Literally, nobody cares. It's like one or two wide open attempts. Like nobody cares. Braun look like he getting his win back. Yeah, Braun look good. Um, Kawhi Leonard is going crazy yet again. So shouts out to bro. Is this dude more? He has 40. Oh, brother. Is this dude more of a Laker fan or Rockets? First off, I have a name. I'm not just this dude, and so you're here on my channel, so you know my name. So call me by my name, but not dude. Right? It's only fair and that's respectful. All right. You're CB Bradley. You're C Bradley, right? If I called you C bitch, I'd be disrespectful, right? Because that's not your name, right? So you're here on my channel, you know my name. Call me by my name and not by this dude. Thank you. Has JB been a top 10 player this season? Are you talking about Jaylen Brown? Jaylen Brown's really good, bro. Yeah, Jaylen Brown is a really good player. And a lot of y'all have been sleeping on him. And I even throw my butt. I wasn't ever as low as him as the masses. But that's what I was talking about with the Hooper thing earlier, right? The Hooper thing earlier was like, bro, oh, Hooper knows Jaylen Brown is really good, bro. Y'all be undervaluing some of these things. Like, bro, one-on-one defense is valuable. It is. Kawhi pull up good. Wait, he got 40 already? Kawhi got 43 in the third. He finna get 50. My bad, real tired there with you. No, I'm a Laker fan before Rockets. I'm a Laker fan before Rockets. Lakers are my number one. Rockets are my number two. So Kawhi finna go for 50 today. And you know what's funny? I had put out a tweet, right? And this is what winning bias does for people, right? I had put out a tweet earlier this year about how Kawhi Leonard was no longer a top 10 player in the league and yada yada yada. Right? I'm shit on Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? Something I regularly do. People haven't really gotten at me for that tweet because the Clippers suck. However, Kawhi is still really and Kawhi been hooping. So shout out to the Clippers for sucking, for having me win that war. right? Because this nigga, he's been hooping. Oh, Derrick Jones is back. They're beating the Pistons by 20. The Clippers never should have been this bad, by the way. Yeah, also, we need to. The Clippers never should have been this bad. This bad is crazy. There's too much there's too much talent on their team to be this bad. It just I shut up when people are having the Kawhi at his best versus KD at his best arguments. I shut up, and I shut up for a reason. I just I don't say that. Uh, why? That's a much closer conversation than people. Much closer conversation than people want to. You know, I'm just saying. Both are special, absolutely. Kawhi with the second free throw, good. He got 45. He's 10 for 10 from the free throw line. Kawhi Leonard is 98% from the free throw line this season, by the way. Yes. Kawhi's never had 50 in a regular season game. He's finally finna get 50. Yes. Can't believe Paul George is a role player now. Brother, he's like mid 30s. He should be a role player. Did y'all win today, AJ? Did y'all win today? What that mean? Oh, that mean y'all aren't really good because okay, she's losing to actual good teams. So right. Did a B play? Uh, of course, the bitch ass didn't play. Kawhi, step back. Oh my goodness. Nah, this thing Kawhi is going crazy. Yeah, nah. Hey man, this is Kawhi. Oh my goodness. And then he claimed it Tobias. Hey, who was Big Mom, bro? I don't know who Big Mom is, bro. Big man. Oh, okay. Uh, nah, it's not. It's not showing my screen when I try to screen share on the Discord. It's blacking out for whatever reason. And not in these 77 talks, pal. Sure, bud. I don't know how to tell good people bad news. Real talk. What are some realistic roster moves you want the Lakers to make? I mean, apparently, Keon Ellis is available. So Keon wouldn't be a bad addition at all. I do think we need Kawhi. Yeah, he finna get 50. He finna get 50 on the foul. First 50-point game in his career in the regular season. Has he gotten 50 in the playoffs? Nah, they said no. So this is gonna be his 50 first 50 ball ever. Demon Core. Oh, he missed. So he has 49, unfortunately. There go 51. Nah, Kawhi hooping, bruh. Kawhi hooping, bruh. Is K playing? Yeah, he got 51 in 3 quarters. This ain't even 51 in the whole game. This is 51 in 3 quarters. In 2026, we now responding to foolishness, chat. All 2026. Somebody approach you with foolishness, you don't even respond to them. Feel me? That's my New Year's resolution, 2026. I'm now responding to foolishness. Right. So Drake come up here and he want to talk to me crazy, right? You know, instead of doing what I actually want to do and pull up and book me a flight to Chicago and whoop that nigga, right? That's too much. But eh, giving him a giving him a response is also too much as well, right? So we just be chilling. Is Ant the first top 5 guy to ever be have a negative on off? So we have Danny, aka Roberto Carlos, and has a negative on off. Right. So anybody's watching Anthony Edwards play basketball this year and you think that he's hurting the Timberwolves, I want you to go. This is what I want you to do. I want you to go in a great mood too, in a great mood. I want you to be happy while you're doing this. Get up from wherever you are, right? Get up from wherever you are. Walk slowly. Don't even go fast. Walk slowly to your pantry. Um, Open your pantry. Grab a grocery bag. What I want you to do with that grocery bag, I want you to put it over your head, right? And then I want you to tie the 2 ends, right? After you put on the grocery bag, the 2 ends where you can carry it, I want you to tie that together as tight as possible and then hold your breath. And what? And then, and then, and then, and then, after you do that for 5 minutes, come back and talk to me. Are the Pistons fool's gold? I've never watched the Pistons this year, and the takeaway was like, oh man, they're really, 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 really good. Just never. I have yet to watch a Pistons game and be like, nah, bro, they really run this shit for real. I'm sorry, bro. Like, yes, they win games. Absolutely, they win games. They win a lot of games. They're not as good as their record. I'm telling y'all right now. They're not as good as their record. They can be had in the playoffs setting. He has Kawhi has 51 points and he has 5 steals and 3 blocks. He has 8 stops. Hold on, y'all. Oh shit, the Lakers up 20. The Lakers actually started a half good. Would you look at that? Luka's 4 for 9 from 3. I just saw Luka apply ball pressure. Hey, what y'all think that practice went like that JJ was talking about? What y'all think that practice went like? I did hear what Aiden said. Aiden said, y'all bought into that and laughed. That is wild. Huh? Aiden laughed at his ass. Everyone said it was calm. Roy at a corner three. We up 23 or 21, excuse me. Yeah, I think they were all they they were probably told to say that. Just hey, say that the practice was like any other normal practice and rushing threes. Yeah, we're gonna win today. Lakers with the two, LeBron with the 2 point mid range bucket. Still, yeah, Russ playing ass. Luca three, 4 for 10. Oh, I'm gonna let us do. Good block from Aiden. LeBron three, good. Luca ran up and down the court twice, full speed, and now he has his hands on his knees. Yeah, hey, I know exactly who Luca is because once upon a time, I was Luca when I was Luca. Very good offensive player, right? And even at y'all ain't gonna believe me for nothing, but I don't care about y'all believing. At the time, right? I had cut weight and I had a 6 pack. So for me, looking in the mirror, I thought, you know what? I'm in shape. I'm a 6 pack. I'm just definition of my arms, right? But if the high school coach told everybody to go outside and we finna time this mile, I wasn't finna be in front. I can tell you that. I can tell you that right now. If we had to go outside and run a mile fast and all that kind of shit, and y'all believe it. I literally showed you my high school pictures. And like it's not far fetched. I mean, it's imaginary school. Yeah, not facts. I wasn't finna be at the front of that mile run, right? So Luca is one of the people that's like in imaginary shape. You know what I'm saying? I know who he is. This nigga ran up and down the court 2 times full speed and is out of breath. He's a professional athlete. He's a professional athlete. You know what his body is conditioned to do? Dribble, 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 have the ball the whole time and run offense. That is what his body is conditioned to do. His body isn't conditioned to run full speed. That that's not in his conditioning program. Not in his conditioning program. Takes a lot of energy to do that. It does when you're learning to first do it. After you get accustomed to it, it doesn't. Yeah, I can pay that first thing as well. Because you learn how to you know delegate your energy. Is Luca the worst athlete in the top 10? Who a better athlete, Jokic or Luca? Jokic is probably, which, Lord have mercy. But yeah, Jokic is probably a better athlete than Luca. And yeah, Jokic does have pretty good conditioning. I don't know how he's being able to do this. Like this year, he's clearly heavier than like previous years, but he's still conditioned. I don't know how he's doing that. I really don't know how he's doing that. But well, if you don't play half the sport, right, you can stay conditioned. So I. When the last time Jokic dealt with an injury? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. Russ absolutely stinks this game. Jokic just played. You watching close? What you talking about? Jokic just played 69 plus for 10 straight seasons. Consistency. That's what he is. Consistency. Noise in the background. What noise? I was not even going off my shit mic. No, they ain't no washing cloth. I don't know what the noise is that y'all hear. Something vibrate. Ain't nothing vibrating. Let me tell me, hold on. Yo, yo, Luka not the best player in the world, but for sure he's like top five. Nick Smith is a little hooper, man. Yeah, Smith Jr. That's a little hooper, man. Nick Smith Jr. a little hooper, man. Vando sold the clip. You said what? Oh, I forgot I was on mute on Discord. Oh, you know, we watching the Lakers play the Kings. You know, yeah, because Nick Smith is open. You know, yeah, I'm gonna be on PC tomorrow morning. I haven't been missing in action. You know, the 25th was Christmas, 26th was my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So you know, thank you. But you know, I just took a couple of days off. I know y'all used to me being here every single day, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, it's the holidays. You feel me? Holidays. Yeah, we don't need Malik Monk. That's like the last thing we need, actually. Luka took another step back three. Thank you, Cheetah B and mine yours. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Can you explain how Luka is better than Dirk? Dirk was way more efficient. I mean, Luka's a substantially better passer and playmaker than Dirk Nowitzki. Um, yeah, that's true. That being a worse defender as a big is worse than being a bad defender as a guard. But I do think that is contingent upon, you know, individual players and how bad they are individually, right? So, yes, in theory, it is worse being a bad defender as a big than a guard, but how bad is the guard? You feel me? So, uh, Real talk, what era was the most balanced with no side of the ball having an advantage over other? I think it was the 2010s. It might be the 2010s. You might be right about that. So Luka's just back to being the bad 3-point shooter. Um, but again, here's the other thing: the other years where Luka was a bad 3-point shooter. Those years, he was a much better driver of the basketball, though. Right? Could get to the basket. But now we're in a point of time to where Luka doesn't get to the basket as much as he used to. And he's not even as good as a 3-point shooter as he used to be either. Wemby is just not the level of offensive player that I think some of y'all think he is right now. But, you know. Like even in these games where the Spurs are beating OKC, Wemby's having like 12 points. You know, it's not. He's not. People on the time of calling you out for Lakers takes because they beat the King. They are for real. They're getting. I haven't even checked Twitter. They're getting at me because we're beating the Kings. There's no way. I mean, nobody's added me at least from what I'm seeing. Side of the backboard, Sunday White. We go to work, man. Man, go to work. Oh my. How is this nigga watching the game on there, bro? Yeah, but everybody keep telling me you can't do that on Twitch. But I keep seeing people do it. So I'm not understanding. If we can watch the games on Twitch while showing the games, and we're gonna be on Twitch, right? But I keep seeing people keep telling me you can't do it, but I keep seeing people doing it. So some need to. You can't. That guys for sure getting banned. Low keep going live on Twitch showing the game, and be like, shit, can you do it or not? We all agree Dylan is third best player on Spurs. No, Castle's better than Dylan right now, right this second. Um, I've had to, reevaluate that myself. Castle's really good, man. I think Harper is going to be better, but as of like right this second, I think Castle's better than Harper. But it's not a knock to Harper. It's just Castle's playing really good basketball this year. Really good defensive player, really good passer and playmaker. When you watch him now, he needs to clean up some of those turnovers and mistakes, but can really draw the defense and pass. Like he's a point guard for real. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like his. You can see that's the role that he chose to take. Like being a point guard. And as he continues to grow as an NBA player, get better at hitting open shots, stuff like that. He's a really good player, man. Kawhi got 55. I'm telling y'all right now, man. This is when y'all know I have made it officially. When I have cooking with Kaya on the stream, y'all would know I have made it officially. I'm telling y'all, that is one of my big major goals coming up in 2026, right? 2026 coming up, we got some things planned, right? For the channel for the future. We switching a few things up. But one thing that is going to happen, we're going to get cooking with Kaya on the show, man. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. There's more alien trying to tell me Harper can shoot outside. Yeah, Dylan does have to get better as a shooter. Mid range, 3-point range. Now, he's been better at that, lately, but he needs to show some consistency in doing that. That's kind of one thing I've seen in Dylan Harper's game. Really, like, you probably know better than Castle right this second. He can't shoot. Um, he is surprisingly better on defense than what we thought. Still not the defensive player of Stephon Castle. Um, so, yeah, Castle's just better than him right now. It just is what it is. Yeah, it is funny how, like, people were complaining about the multiple ball handlers and how they're going to play together. And I was screaming from the mountaintop early, hey, why isn't Castle and Fox playing together? Like, why? Not Castle. Why isn't Harper and Fox playing together? Right? Why aren't these guards on the court at the same time? So you put Wemby in as many. I mean, again, been saying this for months. Put Wemby as many play finishing positions as you can. Wemby is not the shot creator to that level yet. He's not. He's not. You know what Wemby is right now? Wemby is like, for a lot of y'all, the peak version of Anthony Davis. Yeah, he can do some stuff one on one, but he needs ball handling and passing on the court with him. And he's a great defensive player. Obviously, would be better than AD quantifiably right now. But like I'm saying, like that's his archetype of player right now. Can do some stuff one on one, yes. Can do some shot creation, yes. Is that his strong suit? No. Still needs passing and playmaking on his team to put him in play finishing positions, yes. But he's the best defensive player in the sport as well. So, you know, you'll take the good with the bad. Yeah, I don't see Wemby being a. Yeah, it's going to be very hard for Wemby at his height because that height does come with some drawbacks. We think it's just like all positive, but like being 7'4", 7'5", and wanting to play the way that he wants to play, I just don't think that bodes well for him. Like the other person I've seen this height at my lifetime is Yao Ming, and I could very much actually argue that Yao Ming at his best is a better offensive player than what we've seen from Wemby so far. But Yao Ming also had to wait to play like more of a traditional big with his back to the basket. Now he could shoot, add touch as well, um, but it's like wouldn't be so slight, man. But he heavy too, though. Paul, yeah, yeah. Zach Edey. It wouldn't. Oh my goodness, let's get in there. It wouldn't really surprise me all that much if like Zach Edey is a better scorer at than like Wemby. I know that sounds crazy, but like Zach Edey is 7'5" and he's hefty, right? So it's like that size really means something once we start talking about like interior presence and just being like how people say Wemby is like bigger than everybody, but he's not actually bigger than everybody. Like he's taller than everybody, but he's not bigger than everybody. Zach Edey is actually bigger than everybody. Like he's taller and bigger. Again, pause. But like you like it's a little different. The one beat isn't a good offensive player. I didn't even say offensive player. I said scorer, and nobody ever said one was not a good offensive player. That's not what I said. One beat gonna be better than second year. The fuck we talking about here again. So this is what I'm so like starting to realize on the internet, like people are dead, like actually remedial, right? Like people are actually slow. So that's something I've been having to like compute in my mind. Is like people on the internet are like dead helmet bound. So it's hard to have like these kind of nuanced conversations with helmet bound people. Yet here we are. So let me break it down for the remedials. No conversation is being had that Zach Edey is a better player than Victor Wembanyama, or even will ever be a better player than Victor Wembanyama. Nobody's saying that. What we are saying though is that Zach Edey, because he's 7'5" or 7'4", whatever the fuck he is, and he's actually a big person, will probably end up being the actual like dominant interior scorer that people want Wemby to be due to his actual size, not just height, but like mass as well. Whereas people probably want Wemby to be this dominant paint scorer, but Wemby is a slight frame. Yeah, oh yeah. This, by the way, yeah. Zach Edey right now is the biggest guy in the league, not Wemby, by the way. Yeah, it was not. Luka not getting any of this offered him offs, by the way. We'll have to see. Now, when it comes to like pressure, basketball, and the game actually does slow it down and stuff like that, and we are playing like half court for half court, I think Luca's presence and value will rise. Yeah, yeah. So who's the better scorer, Luka or Jokic? Jokic is a better scorer than Luka right now. Um, oh shit, we getting Bronny minutes. Yeah, this game over. 91-18. The Lakers are up. Solid win for the Lakers. Way to bounce back. Damn, real talk looking spectacular today. What's up, gang? Thank you. Guys, appreciate it. Um, yeah, Jokic is, you know, again, this will never be the channel to push Jokic propaganda. So, but you know, y'all just know. I mean, I see him. You know what I'm saying? You know. Jokic, you know the thing about like Jokic makes all the shots that you assume a really good basketball player would make. That's kind of like what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like what we see or like a professional basketball player would make. Yeah, like I'm sorry. There is no excuse for me. I'm one of these people. There's no excuse for you to be a professional basketball player and you can't make open shots consistently. Like that's crazy to me. I'm sorry. But Jokic makes his open shots consistently. Like if you give him the pick and pop three and you don't close out, he's gonna make the shot. Or you do a very, very late closeout. He's gonna make the shot. If he runs pick and pop with Jamal Murray's a ball handler, right? And you try to double or blitz Murray or anything like that, or you're even in like a drop and Murray does the little pocket pass to Jokic for that little float and he's open, he's gonna make that shot. Like, he's going to make it. Like Jokic just Jokic is so good because he does the basic things at an extraordinary level. That's why Jokic is so good. It doesn't take you being extraordinary at extraordinary things. Do you do the basic things at a very high level? And Jokic is the epitome of that. He's the epitome of that. He's elite at the basic things. You show two to the ball, Jokic can find the open man. Again, sounds like a basic concept, but people don't do it as well as him. So that's like the appreciation for Jokic is his commitment to being good at the basics. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he doesn't do any extraordinary things, but it's like when, at least for me, when I watch Jokic play, it's frequent. It's not frequent where he's like doing something overly complicated. It's just like fundamental basketball, man. He's so good at it. Not gonna lie, Rui gotta go. We can upgrade. I mean, I've been trying to trade Rui for 2 seasons now, so I mean, yeah. This whole roster can go outside of like Luca and let's say AR. I don't know if AR is best for Luca though. You can't really trade AR because the contract is so small. Yeah, it does a small contract, but we're gonna re-up him. I'm pretty sure, and maybe you can try to trade him then. Who would I trade Austin Reeves for? Um, hmm. Jalen Suggs, in theory, yeah, but Jalen stays so injured all the time. But like in theory, yeah, a player like that. I was also thinking like a Drew Holiday, so same archetype of player as Jalen Suggs, but like Drew's kind of old. They have to be better than Keon Ellis though. Like people, I've been seeing a lot of Lakers fans go, "Oh yeah, Keon Ellis, Keon Ellis." Keon Ellis is he's a cool player. I don't know if he's a championship starter. Oh, I know a player I would trade a all for or something like that. Nikhil Alexander Walker. You said what? I don't know if the Hawks will want to do that, but I'm saying, yeah, you have like Nikhil as the two. Who's the three? Um, um, I don't know. Who would be a three? A good three could be like her. A good four can be like PJ, Washington. The three might could be Trey Murphy too. I ain't gonna lie. Trey Murphy could be the three. Yeah, Trey Murphy. Nine and two, Trey at the three, PJ at the four, and who at the five? Nine isn't a good enough defender for me to trade Reeves for him. What the fuck do y'all be talking about? I've been so confused on what y'all be talking about, bro. So now all of a sudden, the key Alexander Walker is a good enough, I guess, brother. Yeah, niggas watching the Alexander like be a 20 point per game score or whatever, and now questioning his defense. The dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why we do this with basketball players. Nikhil's on the team where number one, I don't even think that he thinks that they're a good team. to like win anything. That's number one. Number two, he's getting his offensive numbers up. And so now all of a sudden, Nikhil's not a good enough defender to like what? What are you talking about? Well, we're gonna play next to LUKA. That's all I want. So what you just said doesn't make any sense. All right. All right, to the YouTube chat. Appreciate y'all hanging with me, watching the Lakers, the sorry Lakers. Um, you know, shout out to them. Actually won a game today against the Sacramento Kings, so salute to them, I guess. I will be on PC tomorrow morning. Make sure y'all tap in. New videos will be coming out for the remainder of this year also, by the way. So make sure y'all turn that notification bell on so you know when we go live, you know when a video drops. Make sure you like the stream also. And we will be here tomorrow. I'm pretty sure, I think. Maybe. We shall see. But yeah, I will be dropping new videos. So make sure y'all tune in. But I will see y'all later, YouTube. Peace, peace, peace.